I'm Nick Gallo, a USA Hockey Level 4 coach, a former WHL scout, and lifelong hockey guy. It's been a dream getting to work in the hockey world, but I also like to have a little fun. Okay, a lot of fun. Welcome to Holding Court. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Holding Court. Thank you guys for tuning in. So this is a hockey idea I've had for a while to do a little bit of a YouTube channel. I'm probably f***ing this green screen up. I've wanted to do a hockey channel that, look at my dog just, oh, this is off to a beautiful start. My dog running through the green screen and shit. I wanted to create a hockey show that I would watch. You know, something that's all-encompassing, has a lot of different things, not just one thing. As a youth hockey coach, I want to be providing some youth hockey content, you know, some videos that maybe some of the youth hockey parents can find helpful. And also, you know, I'll be tackling a lot of the big NHL or the big hockey stories in the news and things like that. And the other thing was I plan on doing some prospect profiles throughout the season. I'm going to have a little bit more time to spend watching, so I'm going to be doing some prospect profiles and things like that. If you're a hockey fan, if I'm doing a decent job, I'd imagine that this is something you would enjoy. So hopefully you do, and if you do, please subscribe. That would be much appreciated. So let's go ahead and get into our first topic. We have, once again, Finnish kid or the American kid, who's the real number one, you know? And with the American kid being the consensus number one. So, Kakko and Jack Hughes. Kakko recently just had a monster World Championships, and those are played against quality NHL players. Like the Canadian teams, the American teams, that's quality NHL competition right there. And Kakko helped lead his team to a gold medal. Put up 6 goals in 10 games, and I believe he had an assist. Just a monstrous showing for him. So that actually catapulted him over Jack Hughes for some people. Most people, however, have Jack Hughes as the number one pick in this draft. And the reason is he does have absolutely elite playmaking and vision. It seems when he has the puck, every time he tries to make a play. And that sounds obvious, but there's also a lot of guys who they get the puck and they try to make the safe play, or maybe they don't have the confidence to always try to make a play. And Jack Hughes does. He goes for it. He also played against older competition, a little bit more mature guys. Some of those college teams, those really good college teams that the U18s in the National Development Program play against. So a lot has been made about Kakko playing against men in the highest level in Finland, which is extremely impressive, especially considering the numbers Kakko put up. I mean, when you're putting up big numbers like that as a draft eligible in either the SHL or the Liga, that's pretty telling for a scout that the guy's going to be a good player if he's, you know, putting up numbers in those leagues. So Jack Hughes also played against older competition, and I thought he did pretty well. I think a fair bit's been made about him getting out muscled and things like that, like needs to put on weight, obviously, but I didn't see him just, getting dummied out there or anything like that. Obviously, went on to have a record-breaking season for the National Development Program, so wasn't holding him back too much. On the other hand, Kakko is like a bit bigger and more filled out, and I guess you could say like an NHL ready body. He's kind of he'll be able to handle those big defensemen in the NHL. But other than that, it's kind of a win-win, whoever you take. I mean, they're both going to be game breakers. I believe Kakko will be a 40-goal scorer by his sophomore year. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I could put on that right now. I mean, they're both going to be game-breaking top-line forwards. Speaking of that, I saw a very interesting tweet. He brought up a very interesting point as far as the Toronto Maple Leafs and Mitch Marner's contract situation. So, Mitch Marner obviously is a great young player for the Maple Leafs. He's going to need to be re-signed, though, and he's going to need a fat contract. The thing is, they already have Matthews and Nylander signed under these huge contracts. They just don't... it's going to be hard for them to fit him. So, the option this guy explored was why don't the Maple Leafs consider trading Mitch Marner to the Devils or the Rangers for the 1 or 2 pick, Kakko or Jack, and then they receive a top line, young elite forward on an entry-level deal for 3 years. My fat chihuahua making noises over there. So basically, Hughes or Kakko will be a few years younger than Mitch Marner, and they'll be on those entry-level contracts for 3 seasons. So peanuts for a top-line forward for 3 seasons. And, the Devils or the Rangers will be getting Mitch Marner, who's an amazing young guy who just put up a huge season. And they'll be backing up the Brinks truck to pay him, but, And on the other side, the Maple Leafs in 3 seasons, once those entry-level contracts are up, they're going to need to do the same for either Kakko or Jack Hughes. So it was an interesting idea, I thought. Don't think it would be crazy either. That's really all I wanted to say for this video. So the next video will be after the draft. I'm going to do a post-draft video. I'll be providing a little bit of input on what I thought of some of the team's drafts and some of the guys that were taken that I've watched. Stay tuned for that one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.